Hello folks, welcome back. Now, today's highlight is Ruto's IBC takeover, a calculated move for 2027 victory. Ruto's IBC takeover, a move for 2027 victory. Now, of course, the 2022 election fallout meant that President Ruto would be careful this time, and he would have people that, of course, will not, oppose him the same way we saw in last general election. And now, remember the 2022 election fallout. Cherera and the rebel commissioners during the 2022 presidential election. The four commissioners, Juliana Cherera, Justus Nyang'enya, Irene Masit, and Francis Wanderi, publicly rejected the results announced by then Chair Chebukati, the late Chebukati.
So, in accordance with the law, the Constitution and the law, I, Wafula Chebukati, Chairperson of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, hereby declares that Ruto William Samoei of ID number 6847208 has been duly elected as the president.
Of course, this embarrassed Ruto and it exposed him as someone who had just, stole Raila's victory. And Ruto was very bitter with these commissioners. In fact, the commissioners claimed that the tallying process was opaque. Now, Ruto has moved to choose his own loyalists. He has chosen his own chairman and commissioners that will reinforce the chairman's decision. That's the reality. And now, Ruto's new IBC loyal team, who are these people? And what do we know about these people? But of course, Kenyans have now, asked themselves questions. Why is Ruto choosing these people? One, fast forward, May 2025, Ruto has unpicked a new IBC leadership. Yeah. Ruto has unpicked a new IBC leadership. And now, this avoiding figures like Charles Nyachai and Ann Amadi. Why is Ruto why has he avoided Nyachai and Ann Amadi? In fact, initially, people thought that Ruto would pick Nyachai, but now he has avoided these people. Why do you think so? Why do you think so? First of all, I think Erastus Edung Ethekon, the person who will be the next chairman of IBC, is a relatively unknown figure in Kenya. In fact, many people knew him yesterday. Ruto nominated him, yeah, raising concerns about his political alignment. Now, Ruto is a very clever politician. He knows very well that if he chooses Charles Nyachai, who is a former UDA member, who is his friend, his supporter, this will raise questions among us Kenyans. In fact, Gen Zs will protest because it will be seen as if Ruto is preparing to rig the elections. So Ruto has just calculated this move and he has said that let me take someone who is not known so that people will be confused. And with their confusion, I will do what I have to do. Sorry for that, but that's how it's happening. That's why you see, he has even avoided Ann Amadi, yeah, former registrar. He has avoided to choose them because these are people unknown. And choosing them would mean digging and would actually cast doubts in Kenyans, in voters. Now that's why he has taken these people. And the 6 new commissioners are not known. Who are they? Sanor Hassan, who's late inclusion in the shortlist has already sparked controversy. Samuel Hassan was not there before, but his name just popped up. People are like, why are you bringing Hassan Nur Hassan of nowhere? What have you thought? Those are the questions I think Kenyans have asked William Samoei Ruto. And why does this matter for 2027 elections? President Ruto knows very well that Kenyans, more Kenyans, the whole country, not the whole country, but a good percentage of Kenyans will vote otherwise. And now he has to prepare a team that, of course, will favor his win. That's the reality. Will favor his win. Now, with Ruto's allies now in control of IBC, critics fear that the IBC could be manipulated to favor the ruling administration in the next elections. Historically, this has been happening. In 2017, Uhuru Kenyatta allegedly used Chebukati to beat Raila Odinga. And we know what happened in 2017. We know the death of Msando. We don't know who killed him, but it is highly believed that the death of Msando had something to do with the then election. In 2007, the same. The government used 2007 ECK. Yeah, ECK was used to defeat Raila Odinga. I think Raila has really suffered in this country. If there's someone who is bitter, it's Raila. Because imagine winning an election, then you see your victory being taken live, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, in 2022, the same thing happened. When Raila went to court, even though the Supreme Court upheld Ruto's victory. But now, Ruto now is in power, and he has taken his time and he has chosen his own members. Just imagine what will happen. Now, key concerns with this new commissioner. Voter toll adjustment might take place. Yeah. Could registration be skewed to favor certain regions? You know, before the elections, people will be registering, new voters will be registering, and the system, the database can be skewed. Yeah, it can be manipulated. Utasikia kwamba Mount Kenya voters are 4 million registered voters when there's supposed to be 8 million. Usikia labda county like maybe Coast, but actually Mount Kenya is the backbone of these elections because Mount Kenyans are the ones who made Ruto the president. Now Mount Kenya people are the ones who are claiming that they want to unseat Ruto. So Ruto will be focusing on Mount Kenya. And this registration, do you think it will be skewed? Do you think the numbers will be manipulated by Ruto's team? You don't know that. Now, ballot transmission control. Hapa ndo maneno. Will results be delayed or altered? Raila has always claimed that his opponents, Uhuru Kenyatta and Ruto, used to alter the results. They're being altered at the polling stations before they reach Bomas, zimebadilishwa. So will the same repeat? Remember, there's a video of William Ruto saying that if Raila decides to contest against him in 2027, Raila will not even have, you know, agent. What was he trying to say? He was trying to say that he can do anything to defeat Raila Odinga since he's in power. That's the that's the issue. And of course, Kalonzo Musyoka and the team has already raised questions with these IBC commissioners and chairman that, of course, have been chosen by, Ruto. Now, Erastus Edum, they now chairman. They will be chairman. Why do you think this person is now the chairman? I've already said that he's neutral, and President Ruto feels that using a neutral person will not hurt Kenyans. Yeah, using a neutral person will not hurt Kenyans. That's why this person has been chosen. If you'd have chosen Charles Nyachai, Kenyans would have gone sack because they would have believed that Ruto is using his friends to manipulate the elections outcome. And that's how it's going to happen. So tell me, do you think this new team will work for Ruto or Kenyans? Yeah, let me in the comment section. Do you think this new team will work for Ruto or Kenyans? What do you think? Thank you.